Hey y'all, I'm Hope. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the BookTube Spin, which is back again for the first time in like a year. I'm really excited about this, but Rick McDonnell, who hosts it, recently returned to BookTube, and he is now hosting the first BookTube Spin in I think about a year or so. It's going to be for the first quarter of 2024, so January to March, and he just posted the spins today. I didn't realize the BookTube Spin was back. I guess I missed that, and I wanted to throw together a list and pick a couple of things because 2024 for me is really about prioritizing my own TBR and reading it down. So this was another like fun way to get some more books on my priority list. So I've got my list all set out, all 20 books. We're going to run through that real quick, and then we're going to take a look at what the spins were and find out what I'm going to be reading. The first 5 books on my list are all ARCs, so they're all ebooks. They're the last 5 outstanding ARCs I have currently on my NetGalley account that I just haven't gotten to yet. So book 1 is The Things We Do to Our Friends by Heather Darwent. 2 is A Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett. 3 is To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods by Molly X. Chang. 4 is The Art of Prophecy by Wesley Chu, and 5 is The Twyford Code by Janice Hallett. The next 5 books are all first books in series. These are all series I've been really excited to get to, but they've just kind of been languishing on my shelves. So book number 6 is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Book 7 is The Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. Book 8 is My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. Book 9 is Finley Donovan is Killin' It by El Casamano. And book 10 is Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. The next 5 are all books off of my friend homework list that my best friend gave me. These are all books that she's already read that she really wants to talk about, so she's been waiting a very long time for me to read these. And that means that book number 11 is The Unspoken Name by A.K. Larkwood. Book 12 is The Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien. Book Was that 12? Yeah, so 13 is The Unbroken by C.L. Clarke. Book 14 is A Strange and Stubborn Endurance by Foz Meadows. And book 15 is Dracula by Bram Stoker. The final 5 are all 2023 releases that I haven't gotten to yet. I've been trying to read my new releases and pre-orders as soon as I get them, and these are a few that I'm kind of behind on. So book number 16 is Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers by Jesse Q. Sutanto. Book 17 is The Trap by Catherine Ryan Howard. Book 18 is Murder Your Employer by Rupert Holmes. Book 19 is The Death I Gave Him by M.X. Liu. And finally, book 20 is Witch King by Martha Wells. Okay, so now that we've looked at all of the books, let's go ahead and jump over and see what the spins were. I have already lined this up so that it should start right before the spins.
Let's get started. Let's spin the wheel for the first time and see what we are all going to read with spin book number 1. Haven't had this kind of anxiety in a long time, so this is fun. We're going to be reading number 5.
Okay, so book number 5 for me is The Twyford Code by Janice Hallett, which I definitely should be getting to at this point. This one I've started twice, I think. This is an ARC. This is off my ARC list, and it's a murder mystery, or actually it's not even a murder mystery, it's like a missing persons mystery, where this ex-con gets out of prison and he's looking into a mystery where a teacher that he had when he was a child disappeared shortly after he found a very strange book. And now, many years later, he's an ex-con, he's just gotten out of prison, he looks into this, and then he himself also goes missing, and the book is the audio transcripts that are found on his iPhone when he's gone missing, and it's like the police are trying to figure out what's happened to him based on these audio transcripts. So I really love Janice Hallett's first book, The Appeal, and I was very excited for The Twyford Code. I think maybe I was in a slumpy mood when I started this one because I just didn't vibe with it totally, but I really want to give this one a second try, and obviously I need to finish reading it so I can review it and get it off of my NetGalley TBR list. So this is a book I've been meaning to get to. It's probably good this one came up, although I was kind of hoping one of the other ARCs would come up instead because I really want to get to a few of those. But I am excited to give this one another try, especially because I've just read The Christmas Appeal by Janice Hallett. So I'm kind of in the mood for another mixed media mystery kind of a thing.
Okay, spin number 2. I should have said this at the start of the video. Some people like to just do one spin. If you want to just do one, feel free to take number 5. If you want to do both, more power to you. If you want to take your favorite of the 2, we're pretty lenient over here. So let's do spin number 2 and see what we're going to be doing. Number 9. Okay.
I think BookTube Spin is trying to tell me that I need to get my shit together because book number 9 is Finley Donovan is Killing It, which is another mystery that I started and then put down. I kind of temporarily DNF'd it. I was working on a video project at one point that was going to be like all cozy mysteries, and then school just kind of got out of hand for me and I did never finish it, so I made it like, I don't know, like a third of the way through this book. So yet another mystery that like I was liking it okay, I just set it down. It'll be an interesting one to come back to because I think I remember it well enough that I can just kind of pick up from where I'm at. So I'll just be starting from like chapter 17 where I left off. But yeah, I think that the wheel decided I needed to get my shit together for 2024, which, you know, it's not wrong. It's actually very correct, and that's what 2024 is about for me, is kind of clearing out things off of my shelf. So we're going to take the wheel's advice, we're going to do it. But I am excited to dive back into this one and actually finish it, because I was really enjoying it. I think Finley is a really interesting character. I really like, is it Vera, who's her, I think her name is Vera, that is Finley's, Vero. She's Finley's, like, babysitter, and they kind of start to form a friendship through this mystery, this kind of hit woman situation that Finley has found herself in. So I am excited to dive back into this one. I just think it's really funny that the wheel picked 2 books that I DNF'd to push back into my hands again. Okay, so it looks like for BookTube Spin number 8, beginning of 2024, I'm going to be picking up 2 books I've DNF'd. I should be doing that anyway, but thank you to the wheel for pushing me to do this, because I really need to get my shit together. I'm going to say it about 15 more times, but anyway, also thank you to Rick McDonnell for hosting the BookTube Spin. This is so much fun every time, even though I don't think I've ever successfully read both of my books, but I think it's fun to like put together the list, find out what you're going to be reading. I just think it's a cool readathon kind of a thing, so really excited to be diving into that in January through March. I think we have 3 months to read them, so I'm looking forward to that, and this gives me some time to kind of plan ahead for my next couple of months of reading. So anyway, that is all I have for you today. If you read either of these books, let me know what you thought of them in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll consider giving it a like, maybe even subscribing to see what comes next. I'm currently posting every Tuesday and Saturday, so there is more content coming soon, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.